Hello, this is Yon Modgarum. Among the upcoming domestic vehicles, the most anticipated one is Genesis's flagship SUV, the GV90. This vehicle will showcase all of Hyundai Motor Group's technology, and as Genesis's top-tier SUV, it's attracting attention not only from domestic consumers but also from global consumers. The GV90's concept is Neolun. When Genesis reveals a concept, they announce that the design is already considering mass production, and the vehicles currently being released are also based on designs first shown in the concept and then mass produced. For this reason, I told you that the Neolun concept is a preview and a hint for the GV90. And recently I told you that a taped vehicle with its thick camouflage cover completely removed was spotted. This means the official reveal is just around the corner. It's the final mass production test vehicle, and the character lines that show the car's personality, including its silhouette, were the same as the Neolun concept. If that's the case, then what's left now are the interior design and powertrain information. The interior has been captured. This is really similar to the interior shown in the Neolun concept, and it's amazing. You can especially see that the purple interior design from the concept has been directly applied to the production car. At this level, I think people will say it's really crazy. Now, let's go over all the information we've confirmed so far. First, can seats like these really be offered in a production car? If you look at the second row interior space spotted overseas, you can see that it's almost identical to the interior we saw in Neolun, including the seat pattern. A fixed console is placed between the seats. At the front, there are heated and cooled cup holders. In the middle, a wireless charger, and at the back, a touchscreen monitor. If you notice, there's ambient lighting behind the first row. Does that mean there's a third row? No domestic manufacturer has offered ambient lighting in the third row until now, right? So, we can expect that this vehicle is a 6-seater with a third row. For reference, it's not a long body model, and even the normal version is preparing a 6-seater option. That's something we can expect? You can see that the first row is being prepared as a completely new driver's space. If you look at both sides of the dashboard, you can see the tweeters that pop up in an upward direction. This technology is currently available in the G90. Above all, the area I'm most curious about is the central infotainment space. How will this area change? It has been spotted for the first time. Wow, that's crazy. If you remember the Neolun vehicle, you'll probably be as surprised as I am. You can clearly see 8 buttons at the bottom of the display. The 8 toggle buttons were placed here like this, instead of using an inconvenient touch method. It's made up of intuitive toggle buttons. Oh, that's really good news. The design looks almost the same, and since you can operate it intuitively, it's a setup that increases your satisfaction every time you use it. If you look closely at the 8 buttons from the far left, there are 4 functions: climate control settings, map search, and media. The buttons on the right seem to offer functions like search, track, favorites, and setup. And in the center of the buttons, though not exact yet, if you look closely, it seems to be circular. It looks like a red light turns on. Could this function possibly... Could it be a function like a crystal sphere? One thing is clear, it seems to be a spot where some important feature will be provided. According to the channel's prediction, it seems that the emergency button will be provided here, and at the bottom, you can see that a large dial function is provided. I think this is simple and pretty good. The key point of the driver space is the infotainment system. If you look closely, this reflective material is expected to be a display. The integrated display provided in existing Genesis vehicles is wide horizontally, so I mentioned that it will likely disappear in the GV90. Looking at the captured vehicle, we can infer 2 possible forms. The first is that it is equipped with the next generation operating system Pleos. Hyundai Motor Group announced that they will apply Pleos, a next generation operating system at the level of a smart device, to mass-produce vehicles starting in 2026. So that means it will start as early as next year, right? They also announced that Pleos will be in over 20 million vehicles. By 2030, Hyundai Motor Group sells more than 7 million vehicles a year. If that's the case, installing 20 million units over 4 years means that it's expected to be installed in most vehicles. And those who have seen Pleos first say it's similar to Tesla. If you just compare the infotainment setup, they're quite similar as are other manufacturers. But if you look at the lower part, there's a feature that lets you attach or detach this section. This means you can put frequently used functions on the physical buttons, so you can customize them to your liking. So from a user interface perspective, it's truly an innovative feature. The second option is a rollable display. If you watch the Neolun concept video closely, you'll spot some hints. The display size changes according to the situation as needed. In the usual hidden mode, it really matches well with the Genesis brand's concept of emphasizing the beauty of empty space. In the basic mode, it shows only the essential information like the clock, temperature, and music. When you need navigation features like directions, it's known to expand the screen size to provide about a 13-inch display. With a screen of this size, it can provide information like directions properly without blocking the driver's forward view. And the largest size is for entertainment mode. In the GV90, it reaches 24 inches. It's said to be able to provide a large screen display. According to the channel's prediction, it could feature either a flares or a rollable display. If it were up to you, which one do you think would suit it better? The redesigned door interior is impressive, and a lamp turns on when the door opens so you can see it. In the Neolun concept, it's exactly this part. You could see a Y-shaped design. With the pillarless coach door, its structure lacks a pillar. The GV90 long body is also expected to use this design. The vehicle seen this time is a standard model, not the long body. If you look at the lamp area, you'll see an ambient lamp above the door and something else. In the Neolun concept, the lamp was designed to sparkle like a jewel. It's not clear yet whether the mass-produced car will be exactly the same or a little different, but we can see that a similar shape is being maintained. So, if we look at all the test vehicles that have been spotted so far, we can see that many of the features shown in the Neolun concept are actually being applied to the mass-produced car. The GV90 will initially launch in a standard version, followed by a B-pillarless long body version. The Neolun concept represents the long body version. If it gets released with just these features, I think we can expect an interior space that surpasses existing luxury brands. I've heard the reveal is delayed until late this year or early next, so the release will likely be mid next year. If you don't want to miss the next news and want to get updates automatically, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Thank you. If this was helpful to you, please give it a like. Subscribe and turn on notifications to get accurate new car information quickly. Thank you.